Hello, my name is Irene Santos, and I'm going to be going over my professional disposition, ethics, and growth presentation. Personal values and bias. I believe all students should be treated equally no matter their background. They should all be given a chance to great education, no matter what barriers may arise as well. I want to offer support to students to create a classroom environment where each student feels comfortable, supported, valued, and accepted. Biases. All students deserve to be supported and valued in a classroom. I plan to use my experience to ensure that I avoid creating a bias-based experience and remain open-minded to trying different techniques when it comes to teaching my students. Every student is different, and every student may require a different approach than the last. This is important, and it's going to require a lot of dedication and patience. Ethical behavior and cultural framework. Going over Principle 1 and 3 of the Model Code of Ethics. Principle 1A, I will uphold all policies and laws. I will also avoid using my position for unprofessional personal gain and remain effective as an educator. I will also build trust and set clear expectations for students in the classroom. Following Principle 3A, 9 through 7 through 9 and 3A 1 through 3, I will maintain appropriate boundaries and avoid unprofessional relationships with students and teachers. I will protect students' privacies and create emotionally safe spaces for all students and create professional relationships that foster trust. Strengths and weakness. I believe that I'm a great advocate for students. Over time, I have learned that students should be put first, no matter the situation or what kind of conflict may arise. It's important to always ensure that the student is being treated equally. One thing I can become better at is dedication. While I'm very devoted and motivated to be a great educator, I know I can devote more time and be more passionate to the professional development and modeling a more positive attitude. Sometimes negative experiences does affect my mood or feelings about this career pathway, and it's just something that I can really work on. Advocacy, being able to confidently advocate for a student and sometimes yourself will create many equal opportunities for those involved. While it may often create conflict as well, I believe putting those differences aside for the student's best interest is the most professional way to handle situations. Students who are unable to speak for themselves really need someone who isn't afraid to stand up for them. A lot of times you see teachers that are new that are too scared to step on certain people's toes. They really need to put that aside and put the student first. It's really important that the student is spoken for and gets those supports that they need. Dedication. I believe I can work on being more dedicated to becoming a good educator. Improving this begins with setting clear goals and developing a growth mindset and being more open minded to accept growth. Learning how to manage my time and being more open to collaborating with my colleagues can over time create a mindset of someone willing to be a great team player, as well as build strong relationships with students and families to ensure my work feels meaningful and motivated. Advocate for those resources that are needed and accept mentoring roles to strengthen commitment. Mentoring students also shows your community that you are dedicated. Effective communication. Being able to communicate effectively is essential as an educator. If you're to follow the MCEE, that means to use clear and respectful language to students and families so they feel heard and valued. Being transparent about expectations, policies, and student progress will also create a respectful relationship. Giving feedback quickly and being helpful and offering clear and fair steps that students can use to improve while keeping parents and colleagues informed so everyone stays focused on the same goals, which is the students. Communication should be collaborative, engaging respectfully with other professionals, sharing information responsibly, and supporting colleagues in what that strengthens teachers and boosts student learning. Helping others can also help students in the long run. Technology, being guided by the MCEE, responsibly and ethically using technology as an educator means using modern digital tools to enhance learning and support students while also protecting those students' rights and privacy and safety. I believe educators must advocate for equal access to technology as well as technological support students may need. Educators must properly teach students how to correctly and safely use technology, as well as when it's appropriate to use technology. You don't always need technology. There are some lessons that require just reading or writing. Professional standards of practice. After viewing the MCEE, my expectations of professional standards of practice as an educator are to be consistent with competence, integrity, and student centered judgment. This also includes staying up to date with professional and ethical guidelines. Educators should take responsibilities for the work they did, but also give credits to colleagues when it was a collaboration. Expectations are also protecting students from any harmful practices and work to increase resources so each and every student has an equal opportunity to their education. Educators should also correctly manage records following state laws and their district policies for how information is stored, shared, and discarded. Finally, good educators work with families and constantly advocate for students. Relevant laws and policies. Expectations as an educator are to carry out relevant laws and policies by making them an active part of daily practices rather than a checklist that is often forgotten. Excuse me. Do it naturally so you don't forget. Knowing all district, state, and federal laws and policies is vital. Applying them constantly and aligning classroom decisions with professional ethics, even when the policies feel incomplete. Sticking to these laws and policies can ensure students are also advocated for. With special education, there are things you need to follow, and when you follow the things, and students get what they need. When policies and ethics conflict, a responsible teacher identifies the tension and takes responsible steps to resolve it. Transparency. And in students' best interest as well. It's always about the students. Professional learning goals. Advocating for educational opportunities for all students. Advocating for a student is such a vital thing for those who are unable to speak for themselves. Ensuring students are getting the support and resources they need to excel during their educational journey is one of the most essential duties as an educator. It is your job to make sure students are getting what they need to learn. Every student, regardless of their background, deserves equality from teachers. Committing to ongoing professional learning. Educators should always be open to new ideas and different points of views. This will help you grow as an educator. This includes participating in trainings, team collaborations, and accepting constructive criticism. A lot of teachers just want to help each other. Teachers with a lot of years of experience love to help new teachers, accept that help. Doing so will allow those willing to better support their students' growth. Professional development, working to engage the school community to close achievement opportunity and gaps. As an educator, it is important to be as involved in the school community as possible. Excuse me. From joining in after school activities to volunteering support to the community, it really shows that you're present for the students and parents and that you're committed to the community. Also, offering after school tutoring or any kind of after school time for the student will allow them to get academic support. Some students have to go home and do chores or watch other siblings. This will help them stay up to with the lessons and not fall behind. Protecting students from practice that harms or has the reasonable potential to harm. Student safety is one of the most important things when it comes to being an educator. Teaching them how to correctly carry out procedures and how to keep them safe and how to keep themselves safe is one of the most important things, job duties that we do. Thank you so much, and here are my resources.